I am back in the saddle. It's the Hardcore Hoochie Daddy, 61,000 nail baddie, Maryland's most dangerous professional wrestler on the goddamn planet, JB Henderson, and I am here drinking at Moose.
This is Drinkin at Mo's, where we talk about the pros of pro wrestling in the Midwest while sipping on some brews with blessed beers and wrestling. That's my scene. Death matches and lucha libre, it's also mean. I'm a straight up smart goofball, not no kiss ass. I stand tall when it comes to wrestling. I'm the king. I know every move, every fling. Get ready for a wild time with Drinkin at Mo's, where we don't quit. Drinkin at Mo's, that's where it's at. Like a power bomb, we hit hard, never flat. Fucking right, we're living the dream. Talking about wrestling, always a scream.
You know, I've always said here at Drinkinatmos, just because it says drinking at Mo's does not mean it has to be alcoholic. So I'm happy to say Drinking at Mo's is sponsored by Prince Nana Coffee. The exact same guy you see every week on Dynamite, on Collision. Yes, he has his own coffee and it's freaking delicious. They don't even roast those beans until you've placed your order. And you might be telling me, hey, Big Mo, I'm more of a tea guy. They got you covered there too. Use the referral link in the description of this video. And let's get you dancing like Prince Nana with Prince Nana Coffee. All right, everybody, welcome to Drink at Mo's. Big Mo here. You know the drill is always YouTube, like, subscribe, share, comment, all of that good stuff, because YouTube's algorithm will never cease to be a pain in my ass. We are most places you can find the audio podcast too. Why do I say we? Because I'm the one-man production crew on this damn show. But I'm excited to have with me once again the Hardcore Hoochie Daddy himself, JB Anderson. How you doing?
Hit me, I'm good. How you doing?
Man, I've been looking forward to having you back on, and I think last time I had you on, oh boy, it wasn't quite the last couple of shows before H2O took that hiatus. I don't believe.
Yeah, I think it was like right before 1,000 strips, I believe. Like so
Yeah,
it was either February or like the beginning of March I was on.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wanting to say so, because yeah, I'll admit, when I saw the news about the hiatus, I was like, well, shit. Because I'd been wanting to go to a H2O show at that venue, but then, you know, life happens, having a son and all that
Oh
jazz.
yeah.
You know, I love my little dude. He flashes that smile at me, I could be having the crappiest day ever and I'm fine. But yeah, no, definitely things that you thought you might be able to do beforehand. Yeah, the money for that kind of goes a little different direction at that point.
Oh yeah, yeah. You got your priorities.
Oh yeah, but I've been excited to see all of the opportunities. You know, you and some of the others out at H2. Well, from wow, I told you I'm getting over something here.
It's
But
okay. It's okay, man.
but the opportunities you guys have been getting, because yeah, there was that little bit like, well, shit, what are they gonna do? But with all the independent promotions out there, and there's loads of great opportunities, and some of you guys are really taking it uh, by storm. Like, I know CZW. Holy crap! I see a bunch of you guys popping up there. I know I mentioned one of the things I wanted to talk to you about was that Tarp of Death. That,
Oh
like,
boy.
holy shit! Like,
Yeah.
I tuned in thinking like, okay, this is going to be interesting, but then like from a fan's perspective, it's like, holy crap, where do I where do I pay attention? I got to find so and so, and then before you know it, it's like, holy shit.
Yeah, like the energy inside of that, like with just being surrounded by the crowd and everything was like absurd. Because like everything that was set out, like when I got out there, I was just like, damn, there's a lot of freaking weapons. There's a lot of us. It's pouring rain. There's lightning. Like you're
Oh,
not gonna be able to replicate that first one. Like that first one was
yeah.
just insane and wild. Um, yeah. Uh, what a day.
Yeah, because yeah, you brought it up there. That was one of the factors that yeah, you can't plan for that.
No, and
The weather was
we
just
were
nuts.
we were laughing about it because we are like, yo, if one of us gets struck by lightning, then like someone will die. Someone will die in a death match.
Yeah, like you people often joke about do you actually die in there, and like yeah, you get in the weather like that and
Yeah.
somebody gets yeah,
I mean
it very well could have happened.
it led into a very like visually insane like final between Schlack and Dread. Like that was
Oh,
you're
dude.
another one you can't replicate that because the visuals of that was just so freaking wild.
Oh,
Like the lightning and thunder striking like right as Schlack's getting announced. Like just it looked like that's when death matches art. Shit like that. That was crazy.
oh God. By the time the rain really got going and the the water pooling up there
Yeah,
in the
it
ring.
was a moat, dude. Like when was it afterward? Like that puddle. Like I'll show you on my shoe. So these shoes I normally wear, the water was like at least up to here when we
Oh,
walked into the
geez.
ring. Like it is it is gross. It was
Yeah.
fucking disgusting.
And that water was turning red. I mean, obviously, with a thing like Tournament of Death, there's going to be a lot of blood.
Yeah,
That water, like, you would have thought it was just the blood pulling up the way that
yeah.
water was turning red.
Well, it was like what? I think it started raining like 3 matches in. No. It was shit because I think the semifinals got rain, and then the tarp got rain, and the main got rain. Um, so it was basically like round one was like the only thing like sans any rain, and everything after that was just like it was either downpour or like sprinkles. But once it
Yeah.
started coming down, it was like this is insane.
Yeah. Like, I can only imagine actually being there. Like, the
Hmm.
visual alone watching on TV was enough to
Yeah.
think that is insane. But to actually be there in person, like I know so many of you through this podcast that were there,
Hmm.
man, that's just nuts.
Yeah, it was definitely an experience. I'm not gonna forget it.
And just thinking, damn near 400 episodes in now, and the amount of people that I've had on that were there for various aspects of the business, from uh, Peapod on commentary to
Yeah.
uh, you and Jess Moss and both members of Peace, Love, and Death Match.
Hmm.
I swear some of the wacky stuff that was going on during that Tarp of Death with some of those weapons was nuts. Like,
I was just happy I found a bicycle. And I was like, I've always wanted to throw a bike at somebody after seeing it happen on WCW. And the second I saw it in that mess, because that's the other problem. Like, there was so much stuff. It was so like hard to be like, oh, I'm gonna go grab that weapon, or I'm gonna go grab that weapon. It was just like I tripped over something, looked down, and I'm like,
Oh,
Now
there it
that
is.
is the thing I'm gonna use. Sick. And I'll pick it up and start fighting with it. Like there was no rhyme or reason to it. It was all freaking un
Oh, yeah.
like just uncontained chaos
And
completely.
goddamn, you know, you think with some of the inventiveness during a lot of death matches, there was even a damn dildo drill.
Yeah, that's Jess's her patented weapon.
Yeah, it's like it's one of those things that I've often said. Pro wrestling being a well, I've said it, and I know a lot of people have said it, pro wrestling being about moments
Hmm.
and stuff that sticks with you. Seeing a dildo drill being pulled out during a match is definitely one of those moments that is like
Yeah.
that sticks with you.
Funny story, I built that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm the I've learned to build a lot of weapons from, really, really talented people. And like when we were talking about it, I was like, all you need is a dildo and you need the drill, right? So she nabbed them both off Amazon and like we're putting it together at the show and like Jess hands it to me and I like open it up out of the box and I was like, "Why'd you get the veiniest one you can find?"
Yeah.
And then it popped her because while I was trying to get my tape together, I had just like grabbed it and like stuck the dildo on the windshield of her car because it had the suction cup on the back.
Oh, one of
'Cause-
those ones.
yeah, so I was like, hold on, I need both my hands, and I just grabbed it, went and just stuck it on the fucking car.
Oh, one of those you see the jokes about somebody with like a bald head getting one like the
Man,
bottle flip where you flip it and then the suction cup
yeah.
lands right on the guy's head.
I told her if it popped off, I was going to do that to somebody because we had a lot of baldies in the
Uh,
tarp.
Though that there was
Yeah.
that there was. I was I was almost kind of hoping one person ended up winning that tournament of death that I've had on when I saw the finals. That being uh, Judge Joe Dredd. I
Yeah.
I kind of wanted him because getting to say that I've had another CZW tournament of death winner would have him or Dmitry Alexandrov would have been cool if either one of them won.
I'm sure it'll be one of their years one like eventually, you know.
Oh yeah.
They're two of the top guy, like two top guys in their league, you know.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, and Dredd there, yeah, he warned me beforehand of recording with him. Yeah, he got me pretty good a couple of times with some of his yeah. Yeah, definitely don't want to be on his bad side. I'll just
No,
say
no,
that.
no, no.
Not at all. Well, some of the other things that you're popping up more places than just CZW. Like, what is the deathmatch scene seems to be alive and well, and you've been popping up at a lot of places. What has it been like for you going to a bunch of the different places that outside of CZW and since H2O has gone on the hiatus?
It's been really cool, honestly. Like getting a debut for ICW was like something I've been
That
working for a while. That was really cool. Getting to go out to Detroit and work with Horror Slam has been really
mm,
cool. Getting to do more deathmatch stuff for Focus Pro has been really cool. Like I'm just pumped that there's people in different states that want to see me. That there's promoters that want to, give me an opportunity to come out and do my thing. Um, Getting to meet people in different like areas, getting to, debut in new states, getting to be in different locker rooms, like learn from more people. Like all of it's been really, really cool. Because like, like you said, when like H2O shut down, like that was kind of like our space to know we were going to be working there regularly, like
yeah,
Matt always had something for me on like every show. And you know, I I had known that like we were going on the hiatus, so I was like, all right, well, I just got to start freaking like planting my seeds in other places. I got to start reaching out to other people, and like the summer was a little rough because I had like a bunch of shows that I had like put all my eggs in that basket, and show after show after show kept getting postponed or canceled or something. There was like it was really frustrating. Like I lost like 10 bookings over a 2 month period to
Yeah.
shows being postponed or canceled or like someone doing something that I wasn't happy with in a professional way where I was like,
Mm,
"Hey man, I got to pull out of this. I'm not doing it." Um which is very 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 rare for me. Like
yeah.
this was it was like it was a situation where I was like, "No, I'm uncomfortable. This is not going to work." Like and it takes a lot to make me uncomfortable. So just put that in perspective.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm definitely one myself that it definitely takes a lot to get me going in that aspect of where
Hmm.
I'm uncomfortable or where I'm not happy with something. But when somebody does it, yeah, no, we're
Right.
cut my losses there.
Yeah, and like I'm getting to like because I was kind of down on myself a little bit like in the middle of the year where I was like, oh man, I'm not really working as much as I was last year or even the year before. But then like I'm looking at my body of work and I'm like, well, no, I'm working better people, like I'm
Yeah,
working like bigger names. Like, this year has just been like insane. Like
yeah,
I've been working like so many people that like, you know, I've watched compete at a high level. Um, and now I'm getting to work with those people and learn from those people. So I'm like, I don't know what 2026 is going to hold, but like if this pattern is continuing, then
yeah.
like who knows where I'm going to go in a year. So I'm just trying to stay positive and motivated and just keep working and
Oh,
working and working.
for sure. And you brought up a little bit ago, ICW No Holds Barred. Like, man, that's another one of those promotions that's like very high up on the list of like I know for me as a fan of like, damn, I need to get to one of those because
They're insane. They're like I will say this. So the the first time I saw ICW was in the Hart Ballroom in New Jersey.
mm,
I went up. Um, I went in with Dr. Redacted because
yeah.
he was like, "Hey man, you're trying to get into like deathmatch stuff. You should come here, start learning, yada yada yada." So it's his fault.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Yeah, dude, like I'll totally come up there and help out. I don't know anybody. I'm just gonna come up and just point me in directions and I'll help." That's where I met Hammer and the Bocce Boys and Danny and Mittens and all them. And I was like, "All right, cool. Like, hey, I'm just here to help out." Then the show started. And like I remember um the music playing and the crowd being like insane. Like it was just loud and rowdy and I'm just sitting there like I I kept like I filmed it on my phone just to experience that moment and I was like I'm gonna work my ass off until I get to experience this in this building.
Uh,
Um so it was really, really rewarding a year later to like get the call and be like, "Hey, you ready?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it." And go in and experience that same feeling. Like, when you watch it back, the pop I got, like that was genuine surprise. Like I was not expecting to get that level of a reaction that I got. Because I know the Jersey people there are stoked and everything, but it was like, you know, someone put it in a good perspective for me. They were like, these people have literally seen you grow in front of them, and now you're working in like the biggest deathmatch company, one of the biggest deathmatch companies in the US. As far as a company that does just deathmatch, they are the number one company in the
yeah,
US.
yeah, like
So it
yeah.
it definitely was like the hometown boy getting a shot kind of deal. So like it was an extremely humbling experience and really, really like, awesome. Like I don't know how else to put it. It
Oh
just
yeah.
it took me back. I was just kind of like, "Oh, hell yeah."
No, I can
Yeah.
only imagine. Like I know my first experience getting the watch ICW No Holds Barred was actually the TWE arena during
Oh
one of
yeah.
the pit shows, the
Hmm.
cage surrounding the. And I
Oh, I
was
want to do
just
one of
like,
those so bad.
that visual alone of the cage on the floor
Hmm.
and just the people basically surrounding the cage was just like, oh my god, that is awesome.
Yeah, it's like a Street Fighter level. It's super
Yeah,
freaking cool.
like oh
Like
god, what was the freaking
Vega.
Street Fighter character where when you're playing his level, it was like you were in a freaking cage.
Oh, it's Vega's stage.
Vega,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I knew I was wanting to say that was on the tip of my tongue, but I just couldn't. Yeah, no, that was pretty much it. And then the next one I saw was actually their Chains show.
Yeah.
That is another one. Like you see and it's very much what it sounds like. Taking the ring ropes out, and it's just chains.
Yeah, and like it was kind of cool because like I had set the chains up like a lot for like shows that have been in Boston or at the H2O Arena or there's all types of like environments where like I've come to do crew and I've set up for like ICW and it was cool to finally like work in it. Like
Oh, no,
I
I
was
can.
like, oh cool, I can like now hit these chains and like mean it and then like hit them and I'm like, man, they suck. Um
Oh man, I
but yeah, no, it was cool. Like it was funny because there was a point where like Redacted chucked me into like one of those carpet strip fences I make and like I was like, oh, maybe I'll like fucking bounce to the like I'll go through it, like I'll gauge myself through it and fly through and like go to the floor. And as soon as I went to go hit it, the chain had like caught like chubby part of my side and like it just cinched me and pinched me and like when you see me
uh,
go over, it's me stopping myself because I felt like it was going to rip me in half.
oh
Or just
jeez.
rip a chunk of skin off. So like I go through and I bang and I'm like, "Oh, nope, nope. I'm cinched up. That ain't gonna happen." And luckily rolled the other way and the chain like unrolled from my side. So
Oh good.
they are legitimately like, they're a hazard, but it's pretty cool. It's still cool. Super cool visual.
Oh, dude, visually, yeah, no, most definitely. Now mentioned, staying positive and everything. I did notice a while back a post about. Well, we're not gonna because I don't even think I know who said it, but somebody saying about uh, your character and you know trying to think of how to taking the queerness out of it, and
Ah, yeah.
I'm like, okay, my whole thing when I was reading that was like, pro wrestling is filled with personalities, and you're wanting to find your way of sticking out. And some, especially in death matches, like you're wanting to find a
Right.
way to stick out.
Hmm.
And God, trying to lost my train of thought there for a second. But some of those that tend to stick out the most are those ones that they're kind of outlandish, I guess, for the lack of a better way to put it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I gravitate towards a lot of the intense personas, but some of those outlandish ones, I get just as much entertainment out of because, thinking back to, I grew up watching pro wrestling. I mean, before the Attitude Era, but especially in it, when good Lord, look at all the damn outlandish characters that were in wrestling during that, from Val Venus to Gold Dust and all sorts of shit.
Yeah. I mean, like, so that conversation, it like it was man, it was really it was a difficult conversation to have because like I'm open-minded, right? And
Yeah.
I will take a lot of criticism because some criticism is good and some is just people liking to hear their own voice.
Yeah.
and I'm respectful to all of it, and there's always something I can learn from it, right? There's
Yeah,
always something you can learn from somebody else.
for sure.
So I try to be very, yes sir about certain things.
Yeah.
Um, this was one where I took in the information and then went, that's not a that like the queerness aspect is not so much my character. Like
Yeah.
I am queer. I
Yeah.
I have been an out pansexual for a while.
Yeah.
Um and I had the confidence to finally come out about it because of pro wrestling.
Yeah.
So the fact that I'm now being told that that is a problem with a company, I'm not gonna do it. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that is diminishing me.
Yeah.
And I don't like the idea that queerness immediately takes away from someone's believability of being a violent person in this world, right? Because I come from the hardcore music scene and I have seen gay dudes, gay women, trans men, non-binary people who are legitimate badasses and would legitimately probably beat the shit out of some of these guys that call themselves pro wrestlers. So
Yeah.
do fucking not delegitimize people who are under the LGBTQT plus
Mhm.
banner and think that they have to adhere to what you think to be a believable threat.
Oh, for sure. Like I've
Kiss
been
my ass.
oh, most definitely. I've been lucky enough to have a bunch of people from that community, various aspects, because I get tongue tied when I try to say the whole thing at once.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
LGBTQIA. Hey, I pretty much made it there, but
It's a lot. I got you.
it can be a lot, especially sometimes when I start really going and I'm really excited and I start talking really fast. I'm like,
Yeah.
but I've been lucky enough to have a bunch of people on from there and gained a whole new level of respect for them that I already have for everybody because I try to treat everybody equally.
Hmm.
And yeah, some of these guys, like I see the pictures of ones that dabble in the deathmatch scene. It's like holy crap! Like they're in there just as hard as anybody.
Right. And it's like, it would be one thing if I, and I don't have any bad opinion of people who want to do this in wrestling. But it would be one thing if like I was using my queerness as an aspect of my work in ring, which like I typically don't. Um, like I know there's some wrestlers that are like, okay, they get a waist lock and then they kind of grind on the other person, and then that person goes, "Ew, I'm being grinded on by another man." And like I don't like that. I don't like doing it because I think I think that's pandering a bit too much to the wrong crowd. I don't like doing it. If you want to do it, that's totally fine. I am not particularly into that. I am more on the queer kick your skull in like type of person. Again, because I've been around these people in the real world and I've been around these environments where it's like these are people that need to defend themselves sometimes in violent situations. Like
Mm-hmm.
the first time I saw a buddy of mine beat the dog shit out of someone was because they called him the F slur. And before I could react, like my head's turning and I see my buddy like beating this kid until he could barely fucking remember his own name. And like everyone was just like, damn. And this was at a concert too. Like, so we're like, man, all right, well, time to move on.
Yeah.
It was far
Oh,
enough in the back the security couldn't see. Time to keep rolling. But like that's where I'm like, the person who told me this, you do not have the real world experience outside of the wrestling world to understand that these are people that are real, that live around you. That's my interpretation of it.
Yeah.
Because to be told in one sentence that I look like a killer and I look intimidating and that I'll beat the shit out of anyone just by standing in front of them, like just how I look, right? Except for the gay stuff. And I'm like, how? Like, so, and the just the way it was said at me, I was just kind of like, all right, cool. And again, took it in, listened, rebutted, said I disagree, and we went on from there. And
Yep.
that's it.
Yep. No, and that's the way to go about it. Now,
Yeah.
we spoke a lot about going into 2026 from this year. What are some of the things you're looking forward to next year? Because I mean, we we got one more whole month left in the year.
Yeah. So this month I got a couple I got like two more bookings left. I gotta head to Boston on Saturday for Focus Pro. I am returning to a Maryland company that I haven't wrestled for since 2023. It was Voltage Pro Wrestling. I'm
Mm,
gonna be there the day after Thanksgiving.
nice.
And then in December, um I am heading up with the boys to ICW Boston. And then there's like a hardcore music festival that weekend. I'm gonna be hanging out too. So just
Hey,
staying in the area, watching some bands.
nice.
Then after that, I'm back to Horror Slam in Michigan, where I'm gonna get to go one-on-one with Malcolm Monroe III for the first time in a Panes of
Nice.
Glass death match. I have never done Panes of Glass, so I'm looking forward to that. Then after that match, travel back to Maryland the day after to wrestle in a cage match for a title I've been chasing for a year.
Nice.
Um, and then yeah, I think that's it for December. And then January is cage match for one of my local feds here in Maryland, EWA. A really good like local company. Like I'm very, very happy to work with them. Um, and then I think I'm back in Focus Pro again. And then there's like some things getting kicked around for early 2026. Like I might pop up in a tournament somewhere down south. There's another pretty cool match that I'm working with somebody to bring to the south that I did up here. So keep your eyes peeled.
Well, baby.
It's still in the planning process, but like yeah, there's some cool shit down the pipeline, and I'm like really looking forward to the amount of places and amount of people that like are interested in working with me.
Oh, for
Um,
sure.
because like I'm really trying to like show that this is like who I am, this is what I
Yeah.
do. Kind of going back to the last question where it's like, you know, when you talk to me, when I present myself, like I'm not a character. Like
Yeah.
this is me, you
Yeah.
know? Like so you like what you talk to, what you get. The only difference is that I get to be violent in a contained area. That's really the only difference between
You get to be
yeah.
violent and not get in trouble for it.
Yeah, it's consensual violence. That's really the only difference. Because I would be at a hardcore show, spin kicking one of my fucking homies in the head during a good song, or like crowd killing at like a beatdown show. Like it's the same thing.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah.
that's who I am. That's JB fucking Anderson.
That's one of the things that I liked about when I played football was like I got asked what I liked about it. I'm like, well, when you're the one of the bullied kids at school and you have a way to let out your aggression and not get in trouble for it, why the hell not?
Why the hell not? Right?
Yep. Now,
It's good to have an outlet.
no, for sure. No, that's definitely something because I've made it no secret with some of the stuff early on in the podcast that I had been going through with my wife and I having lost twin girls, and yeah, I went through
Hmm.
a damn dark time, and
Right.
where I almost didn't restart up the podcast, and then I'm like, you know what? I need that damn outlet, and
Yeah.
boom, off to the races I went, and good lord, I don't think since then, even in the breaks from recording, I still had stuff that I previously recorded that I was still releasing. So I still had that outlet going. That
Hmm.
I don't think I've had a break from releasing stuff since then, and that was a little over 3 years ago now.
Okay.
So yeah, no, outlets are very important because yeah, going back to football, the the unfortunate incident that happened with the Dallas Cowboys and the one uh I'm forgetting his damn name right now, but he took his own life, and
Oh yeah, yeah.
it's he still had the outlet, but there will I don't we'll probably never know what was really going on there, but
Yeah. And it's like you can have the outlet, you can have the support system, it just it sucks when your demons get the best of you. And it's kind of everyone's hope that like you can constantly find ways to keep them at bay, but
sometimes yeah, it just
sometimes it just overtakes you and it's we don't know what's going on in their head. So
yeah.
and the sad part is we never will, because if you want to end something that is this one time and precious, then you got to be in a really bad spot, and it just sucks if you are, talk to somebody. Like,
Definitely.
please, like, you're not a burden, none of that stuff. Just talk to someone
Oh yeah.
if you're in a bad spot, man. Like
Yeah,
that's just how I feel about it.
oh no, that
Yeah.
that's I very much agree with you because Lord knows, yeah, there's been times where I thought, being an inconvenience for somebody, but I can guarantee that just about anybody that if you went up to them saying, "Hey, I just need somebody to freaking talk to,"
Right.
they're or they're gonna listen because they if they genuinely care about you, they're gonna listen.
Yeah, and I've found that as someone who has needed to do it, and have people who have needed to do it with me, um it's always good to prepare somebody for,
Yeah,
where it's like you're not just like if I just called you up at like 2:30 in the afternoon and I was like, "Yo man, I really need someone to talk to right now. Like something's going wrong," right? Like that would jar you and catch you off guard like really bad, right?
yeah,
But if you have if it's not an emergency, right? If you're not like at like crisis level and you just need to talk to somebody, it is always more helpful to be like, "Hey, when you have some free time, I'm going through some shit and I really need to talk to somebody." And 9 times out of 10, somebody is going to be like, "I got time right now. Like, let's talk." But it's also gives that person like the freedom to make time for you. And then them
yeah.
making time for you gives them more of an opportunity to understand or to like give you the floor that you need to like talk about it. So
Oh,
I know we
yeah.
went self-help route on here, but that is just
Little
that has
bit,
just been
yeah.
my experience, that it's always good to lead with, "Hey man, when you have time, I need to talk to somebody." Yeah.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
Well, that is about all I have. But before we go, remind everybody of where can they find you social media wise. So if they don't have their eyes on you, they can go ahead and get them there because I can tell you, damn it, they should be watching you.
I appreciate that. So you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, uh X, I think. Whatever it's
Whatever
called
the
now.
fuck they call it right.
Um fucking YouTube, all that under Violent Breed, JBA, that is my handle on damn near everything. You can find me on all those. I am JB Anderson on Facebook. Yeah, that's where you can go to find me.
All
And
right.
also, violentbreedjba.bigcartel is where you
Mm,
can get all my merch. I make it all myself.
ah,
I have a winter drop coming soon that will have sweatshirts, sweatpants, and beanies to keep
sweet.
your asses nice and toasty in this cold weather that I am not ready for. I miss summer already, and the fucking sun going down at 4:30 is really pissing me off. So,
Ye- Yep. Yep. And it's giving me even less sleep because my son is too young to understand about all this stuff.
yeah, he doesn't know. Like
He doesn't know yet.
yeah, my dogs are like pissed off because they think I'm late with their food, and I'm like, no, like time changed for humans. And my dogs are like, we don't get concepts of time, okay? Fucking feed me.
Well, that is about all I got. I want to thank you again for taking the time to talk to me again. Been
Sure.
an absolute pleasure, and as always, you're welcome back anytime.
For sure, man. And like if anyone can take anything away from this episode, like you matter, don't do anything silly to yourself unless it's a death match. Then bring on the fucking silly.
Yeah,
Uh do crimes, do gay shit. Let's go.
yeah. Now, my issue with the fucking button again.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully I don't